Hello, hello. Happy Fitness Friday, you guys. What's going on? How's everybody doing this morning? I am at my Boise house. I'm finally back in Idaho after lots of travels. I'm excited to talk to you guys today about cocktail hour, happy hour, and if you can still enjoy a cocktail and reach your goals. So before everyone pops on, I'm gonna just give everyone an opportunity to get on live here with us. So if you're here this morning and you're coming to me and you're excited to hear about this, let me know. Pop your questions in the box here and I'll definitely get back to your questions. If you guys are coming to me from different places all over the country or even all over the world, let me know where you're at. Tell me where you are. I want to hear from you. Hi, Insta. Hi, guys. And good morning, Facebook. So I am super excited to talk to you about this because I have to say this is one of the questions that I get most often from my clients, from potential clients. Hi. And I really wanted to address it today because, as most of you know, I really believe in moderation in life, like when it comes to anything. And I think that this is a topic we need to talk about. And I want to break it down for you. I want to break it down for you in a scientific way a little bit so that you understand what happens in your body metabolically when you drink alcohol. And then I want to explain that to you in that way so that we can move through some solutions, some suggestions, and some tips and tricks that I've used for years myself in order to have moderation in life and still get to enjoy a cocktail hour with my girlfriends or even a nice glass of wine at dinner when I'm with my husband. So I really do enjoy that. So I'm going to share a little bit with you first, and then we're going to dive into the how-tos, the do's and don'ts of alcohol when you're trying to lose body fat and you're trying to reach your fitness goals. So good morning, Pauline. Good morning, Lori. So happy to see you guys here. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Like I said, if you guys do have questions, please pop them here and I will definitely get back to them. This is my take on it. This is from my experience. Like I said, this is about moderation. I do truly believe in that. I will say that this has been my experience and I'm going to share that with you. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what's worked for me and my clients so that you can kind of make your own decisions for yourself. I'm not an advocate for or against alcohol. I personally like to drink alcohol once in a while. And it's just something that I enjoy. So here we go. But I also like to be fit, right? I also like to keep my body feeling good and healthy. So let's talk a little bit about what happens when you drink alcohol. Let's get down to the nitty gritty first, okay? So thanks for the hearts, guys. And the hearts make me know that it's landing with you, so please keep them coming. First of all, let's just be clear. You can't drink a lot and still reach your fitness goals. Okay, you can't overdo anything, right? It's just like if I said you can never have chocolate again. I'm not saying you can never have a drink again. I'm not saying you can never have chocolate again. I'm saying you have it in moderation. That's going to be our overall theme here, okay? But what I want to share with you guys is that what happens when alcohol hits your body is alcohol in itself is not toxic at all to our body, which is crazy. It's actually not toxic one bit. But what happens is in the process of our metabolism of the alcohol, it creates something called acetaldehyde, which is this form of toxic stuff in your body. And what happens is the enzymes go in and they start to shift and change the alcohol and convert it into this acetaldehyde. I have a hard time saying that word. And so once it's converted into that is actually what's toxic. Okay, and it breaks it down into very micro, tiny little molecules, and it makes it very challenging for our body to break down and get rid of that toxicity. Okay, so the toxicity is what is hard on our body. And let's just put it this way: our liver's number one job is to get rid of the toxins in our body, right? It's to get rid of all of the phytoestrogens, to get rid of all of the preservatives, to get rid of everything toxic medicine-wise, alcohol, drugs, ibuprofen, anything like that we put in our body. Our liver's number one defense is to get rid of toxins. So what happens is it's not really the alcohol that can cause a delay in your fitness goals or make you gain weight or any of that stuff. It's actually that toxic molecule that's broken down, and then it's your body's response to it. Meaning your liver shuts down all other processes like fat burning processes or the fatty acid oxidation that happens in your liver, and instead prioritizes the breakdown and the reversal of that toxin that alcohol forms in your body. Does that make sense? So basically what I'm saying is, instead of your body being in a fat burning zone, what happens is, oh, thanks, Ashley. What happens is, instead of your body being in a fat burning zone, your now body is prioritizing not only the breakdown of the alcohol, but the next thing is, okay, so it's now breaking down the alcohol. It can't break down any food that's in the body, right? Thanks for your feedback, you guys. So your body is now going, okay, all eyes, all systems are going to that alcohol to get rid of it and shoot it out. Okay, so if you're in this state where you're trying to lose body fat, the alcohol is going to put a stop to it. It's not going to prevent it. It's not going to derail you altogether. It's going to stop the fatty acid oxidation. Does that make sense? Thanks, Ashley. Hi, Daniela. So that's kind of the science behind it. So if you're thinking about it that way, and you're like, okay, well, I want to have a drink. Well, just know that you're not so much as going in reverse if you're having a drink, and I'll talk about what to drink next. But what you are doing is you're putting a stop so that your liver is now going, okay, I'm done burning fat. I'm now going to take care of this alcohol. And it's also going to say whatever food was in your body before the alcohol, I'm going to say I'm done with that too. So it could easily be more stored as body fat at that time, the food that you've already eaten, okay? So those are some things to consider, you guys. Does that make sense? Are we all clear on that? Okay, so now let's move forward. So now you're trying to reach your fitness goals. Maybe you have a fat loss goal. Maybe you have a weight loss goal. Maybe you're really trying to sculpt your body and change your body composition. Awesome, I love it. Congratulations, you're on track to doing the best thing you can for your health. But you still want to be able to like go out with your girlfriends and have happy hour, because this is real life, right? We're not all like trying to be fitness models and we're not all trying to get on stages. That's ridiculous. So you're trying to live your life, have the best life you can, and enjoy the moments, which is what it's all about. And which honestly, I did not do for a very long time. So in the space that I'm in now, and what I coach my clients on is kind of finding that balance. So I want you to be able to go out to happy hour if you enjoy that. I want you to be able to go out and have a glass of wine with a nice dinner. That's what this is all about. So it's finding that balance. So I have some suggestions for you. You guys ready? Okay, here comes the good stuff. So I'm going to lay it on for you now. So honestly, too much alcohol is going to cause a problem for your health. It's toxic at the end of the day, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to try to mitigate it. So I'm going to ask you to create some moderation in your life. So my suggestion is, if you are on a fat loss goal, if you're on a body fat reduction goal, you really want to limit your alcohol to once a week. Okay, once a week. So come up with an idea and say, you know, I want to enjoy happy hour with my girlfriends Friday after work, or I want to go out with my husband on Saturday night and have a drink, whatever that looks like to you. Make it one day a week if you have a goal set for body fat loss. The next thing is what you drink. Very important stuff here, you guys. Listen to me carefully. Listen to me very carefully. The worst thing, start with the worst. My top two worst. This is going to be very polarized right now. I'm going to have some major feedback on this, but the first one, maybe not so much. The second one's going to really get everybody in an uproar. Do not drink beer. Do not drink beer. It's full of gluten. It's full of what's called conjugars. So conjugars are additives to alcohol in the fermentation process, which makes it harder for the liver to break down. The more that's in the alcohol, that makes it harder for the liver to break down, okay? So you don't want to drink beer. Next thing, the reason why you don't want to drink beer is because it has phytoestrogens. I don't know if you guys know what that word is, but phytoestrogens basically are your body's way of saying, oh, okay, instead of it being a testosterone testosterone pro, it's an estrogen pro, which makes you softer and makes you gain more body fat, especially if you're a man. And that's it. Actually, lots of phytoestrogens are everywhere in our environment, but if you can limit them and not drink beer, that's great. So if you're a man and you're a beer drinker, it's going to eventually catch up to you. It's going to make you, I know this is not easy to hear, but it will create a softness to your physique over time. It will also create more feminine aspects to your physique. So rounder chest, rounder bellies, all of those things are going to be softer. So I just want to make sure you guys know that. So don't do beer. Like if you can avoid it and you're on a fat loss goal, do not do beer. Okay, you guys? Next thing, do not do, and this is going to be the uproar. I'm going to hear it from everyone. I'm already bracing myself. Red wine. Yeah, you heard me. No red wine. Sorry to burst your bubble. Let's talk about this. Let me break this down. Red wine, yeah, there's all this hype about antioxidants in red wine. That's great. That serves the wine industry very well. There's lots of other ways to be getting your antioxidants, you guys. And red wine is super inflammatory. Red wine has histamines. It has this histamine reaction, which is an inflammatory response in your body, which gives you that red wine headache. And inflammation, guys, causes weight gain. Inflammation in your body causes weight gain. Sorry to burst your bubble. So let's talk about this. I would avoid those two things for sure. The other thing I would avoid is a lot of things with additives for flavor or lots of added sugar. So the alcohol that I would avoid when it comes to that is your whiskeys. I know I like whiskey too. Whiskey, bourbon, brandy, things like that are not going to be great for you if you're on a fat loss goal. Okay, so avoid those if you can, especially, and also like some of those drinks now they infuse with, sorry, Pauline, I know it is a sad day, but I'll talk about what you can have in a minute. Okay, so bear with me. But what I want to make sure you guys know is that, and there's a lot of those drinks and alcohols right now where they're adding in like flavors like peach or raspberry. Don't do those either. There's more conjugars in that. Again, it's almost like preservatives for alcohol. It changes the fermentation process and it helps your body doesn't process it as well as a very distilled alcohol source. Okay. So now that I've given you bad news, let me give you some good news. Okay. So the best thing you can drink, in my opinion, when you're on a fat loss, weight loss goal is a triple distilled vodka. That's kind of exciting still. I mean, come on, give me a round of applause there. We got vodka on the list. I'm not going to be mad at that. So a very good quality triple distilled vodka, even quadruple distilled vodka, if you can get it, is ideal. And you don't want to actually dilute it too with some diet tonic or some, 0 calorie tonic water. That's going to be your best bet. And if you want to do a little squeeze of lime or lemon, I love a little squeeze of lime in mine. That's good to go. So best option for you. It's going to not impact your liver as much. Your liver is going to be able to process it faster and clean it out of your system easier and get into that fat burning oxidation zone again. Okay, got it? Next thing I want to share with you is gin is another option. So really distilled gin is a great option. Gin and tonic, diet tonic water again, a little lime, great option for you, especially if you are, really trying to watch your calories and you're trying to burn body fat. So 2 really great options. The next option, which is going to be surprising to a lot of you, but I want to share it. There's a misconception around this. People always go, oh, white wine's too full of sugar. And that is true with some white wine. But you guys, I'm a white wine drinker. So I'm a little bit prone to do this more than the vodka, but I like to have a glass of Sauvignon Blanc. Now, if you get a 4-ounce glass, that's this much, ladies. That's not this much. A 4-ounce glass of white Sauvignon Blanc has 2.7 grams of carbohydrate. So very little sugar, you guys. Very low calorie, very good option. Does not have the impact on your liver that a histamine dense red wine will. Does not have the inflammatory effect. Does not have a lot of conjugars. It's actually a very clean version. It is number 3 on my list. So obviously the first 2 choices are going to be distilled. Sorry about that, Instagram, my phone rang. Are going to be distilled vodka and gin. First and second. Next is going to be your Sauvignon Blanc or a nice white. Chardonnay is a little higher. I would go with Sauv Blanc or even a Pinot Grigio is a little higher than the Sauv Blanc, but definitely the better choice. Rosé is a little higher in sugar, so I would avoid that. But those are some good options for you guys so that you can continue to enjoy your life and not feel completely deprived and not have to, cut out alcohol forever. Now, I'm not saying drink it every night, but I think that, limiting to once a week, maybe 1 or 2 drinks tops, is a really good compromise and something where you can find enjoyment and not feel completely deprived and still have a good time and not feel like you're being left out of the group or not able to participate in your social life, right? So keep those tips in mind. I'm not seeing a lot of questions, which is really surprising to me. I thought that this would elicit a lot of questions. So obviously this is landing with you, so awesome. But if you guys do have questions on alcohol or drinking and what that looks like for your fitness goals, let me know. Reach out to me, connect with me. I'm happy to help. Again, it's all about moderation and finding more fluidity and flex in your fitness goals than the force and the intensity, right? The intensity will dwindle and it's not life lasting. So try to find a balance to not only your fitness, but in the way that you eat and the way you nourish yourself by including moderation into what you do. It's key. Okay, you guys, well, if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to hop off. I do want to send you a quick reminder. I don't know if everyone's signed up here in this group, but if you're not, you should be. I am running my second free online masterclass summit with over 21 experts. Hi, Robin, you just joined, but I wanted to share, it's amazing. Like, it's running right now, it's live, it's free, there's really no obligation. It's my give to give. And it's all about weight loss for the driven woman, driven people who are overwhelmed, busy. It's giving you simple solutions so you can stop the yo-yo diet cycle and learn from over 21 experts in the industry. These are people like Liz Josephsberg, Holly Perkins, just industry experts that have been featured in Forbes. They've written lots of books. They're all over magazines. They're amazing. And they're just giving to give. They're also giving away free gifts that they actually charge their clients for. So, I mean, it's pretty awesome. So if you haven't joined that, it's free. You can still get in on it. And there is a replay period so you can catch up on all of the interviews that you might have missed. So I'll pop that link here for Instagram and for Facebook. And then if you want to register, just hop on over and do. Like I said, it's completely free. So I'm so glad you guys were here with me this morning. Thank you so much. And if you do have questions that come up throughout the day, go back to the feed and pop them here for me. And I'm happy to help and answer them as quickly as I can, and know that I will get back to you. It's very important to me that I commit to answering your questions timely. So please feel free to reach out. I love hearing from you guys. Oh, hi, Marty, you're here. It's so nice to see you here. And if you guys want to pop on and have any comments on the weight loss masterclass I'm doing, this group in my fitness group, which is the Thrive Tribe, is where we're going to be connecting about it, talking about it more. I'm sharing a lot. So feel free to pop in and give some feedback there too. All right, you guys, I hope you have a beautiful Friday and enjoy your weekend. And I will see you next week for more fun. Bye.